The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us from SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. So the Old Dominion Monarchs offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Fires to the tight end. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
The Monarchs are in the hurry-up. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Wants to throw it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. And the Monarchs send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So the Georgia State Panthers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you can tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And I love it when quarterbacks attack the whole field. Nice job using the sideline. When you attack the middle of the field, those safeties very much get involved. So do the linebackers. You get a lot of one-on-one matchups towards the outside. Nice job throwing it towards the sideline and the receiver making the big play down the field.
Pocket breaking down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Let's talk for a second. Georgia State. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Handoff from the gun. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hurst. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
On the double.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down.
Get set.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Got it behind the line. It's Riles. Touchdown, Panthers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And the extra point makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Georgia State 7, Old Dominion 0.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Monarchs moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Turning it on. Running through contact. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Quarterback on the keeper. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, ODU.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Number 93, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that hit.
Everybody goes nuts. And listen, when you have a linebacker that plays physical and downhill like that with bad intentions, that's usually a good starting point for a great defense.
And the Monarchs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but a great job by this defense.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Panthers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. To start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
Man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down.
4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. The Monarchs buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. And the Monarchs want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's blocked. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He'll do it himself. There he goes. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The Monarchs look to keep this drive humming. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete on the right side. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Monarchs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Never a doubt. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's chat about Georgia State. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, he's taking the shot. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Let's talk for a second about Georgia State. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last year.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive line. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Bringing the heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. With the catch, it's Roach. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is on its way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
He slings it deep to the left. Intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They go to the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Monarchs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for space, it's Roach. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Monarchs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to go up top on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking deep down the right side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan.
He's going to throw deep right side. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Norfolk. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Ballard Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Monarchs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like it starts...
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back gets the give. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
This time, stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Panthers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Here comes the heat. He's got the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Georgia State hoping to convert on 4th down here. Going for the marker on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're not into 3s, they want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Jukes his way for more. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half. Man, you're starting to get now in the 2nd half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Touchdown, Georgia State. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Roach. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the Monarchs will hustle to the line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him. So he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play picking up the first.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Monarchs will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking deep. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Off play action. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking for space, it's Roach. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Monarchs want to crank the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to...
Oh, there's the ball. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Georgia State now has it in the red zone. On third down, going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Hurst. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
On 4th down, looking to pass. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's blocked. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Oh, a lot of space. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The Monarchs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. Man, you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. And the Monarchs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and those quarterbacks have the opportunity with those RPOs. They can quickly give it to the running back and make it a run, and he pulls it. I'm not sure it's the right decision, or maybe he just didn't get his feet set and everything went well, but obviously that play didn't work real well.
Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's locked. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they go back on top. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
That's caught. It's Hurst. Oh, what a move to get open. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He leaves it with his back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on third down. Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a ball.